Hey guys, Dan from Wilder Mr. Grey back with another episode, shortened episode of Debunking Ghosts and the Paranormal with Logic. Forgive my hideous face, by the way. I have a spot right there. And for the last couple of weeks, I've been getting a bad skin reaction from this certain chemical we're using in work for printing purposes. It's really annoying me, but they are changing it now because I've annoyed them enough saying it's irritating me. But there's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, Rick Debunks recently did a video on, I think it was his top 5 favourites or top 10 favourites, I can't remember, favourite ghost videos. And the Pantry Ghost was number 3, and he messaged me on my YouTube channel and asked, what do you think of number 3? Go check it out. As soon as I saw it, I recognised it as the Pantry Ghost. I saw this years ago. Captain Disillusion himself has debunked or given his opinion on it more. Like, he hasn't sort of debunked it. He did 2 videos on it. I'm a huge fan of his, by the way, so if you ever see him, tell him I said hello. He did 2 videos on him, one with the late great James Randi, and they sort of insinuated that there was a false wall, which I don't think that was the case, and they sort of corrected themselves in the second video, where he said he just put it down as simple edits and cuts. Now I can see the edits and cuts. Now I'm definitely agreeing with the edits and cuts version of it. I mean, if you look close, you can see them. We're going to go through them each one by one where I see the edits. I forgot what it should be. I should be saying what it is. The Pantry Ghost was first around in 2007, and it was about this pantry door in this couple's house. A big movie came out of it, a documentary, I should say, of the family was being terrorized. Was that the word? Was that the word? Terrorized? I don't know. I don't know. But basically, they kept on seeing that the Pantry Ghost was opening and closing throughout the night. So they set up a camera. A few times they saw like a ghost girl behind the glass. And they had someone, a skeptic. If you knew that banging, by the way, my neighbours are doing a bit of work next door. Hopefully he doesn't pick it up. But they had a skeptic come over, a skeptic who was calling out their video. Supposedly, I don't believe for a second that skeptic was actually in on it. He was in on it, trust me. The skeptic, I think, was full of shit. But they had him come over, and obviously his name was John. He obviously, again, he saw the ghost girl behind the glass, and his whole life was changed. Bollocks, if you ask me. But anyway, so there's various footage, and we'll get to some later footage. But first of all, I'm going to show you a few clips. You've probably seen it before, but just in case you haven't, and we'll go through them then one by one. So the first clip was just, they filmed the door opening and closing a few times throughout the night. It was on a fixed static camera. And I've said before, you can do many things with a static camera. I've done it. I'm not going to do anything in the background now, don't worry. Don't go searching for anything in this video. But I have shown in previous videos what you can do with the static camera when I've moved like animal in the background. I've moved things, I've added things in. It's very simple to do that stuff with a static camera. Throughout this, the only time he doesn't use a static camera is this one, which I'm going to show you now. This was one of the first ones, and again, he's there filming, the person, I think it's the father supposed to be. The father's there filming throughout the night with this night vision camera. On one of the nights, the camera opens. Now, don't forget, you can't see the bottom of the door, right? That's one thing. You can never see the bottom of the door unless they go close up to it and they look in. The pantry, by the way, has about a gap of about that big in it. Big enough for a girl to fit in. That's, you know, that's quite easily seen. I mean, the John, the skeptic. Who comes over, he even walks into the pantry himself. So, and he's a lot bigger than that girl was, the ghost girl, I should say. So we know that much. So there's plenty of space to hide. And like I said, there's one where he walks up to the door. It's just opened, and he closes it again, and instantly the girl comes up against the screen. And then he backs up and then walks towards the door again. Now, he doesn't film down the bottom shelf. Not until, you know, he films the middle of the shelf first. Plenty of time if the girl was there to crawl from underneath before he went down. Or, what I think it is there is a hidden edit. When he opens the door, he shakes the camera. Now, I don't think he's shaking it from the force of opening the door. He just shakes the camera as he opens the door, and that is where the edit. I'm going to put the edit, the word cut, where I can see the edit, by the way. It's very subtle. It's extremely subtle, but that's where I can see the edit. So that's one thing. The next clip, this is the one with the skeptic in, and his name is John. And like I said, the story goes that they were up on some forum. This guy had posted those videos up, and this guy called John was posting back, "Oh, I think you're full of shit. I think, prove it," or something. So he went to the house. I don't believe any of that conversation happened whatsoever. I just think he's his mate. Because, by the way, the acting in this is on par with my acting. Right? It's not good. And I can't believe they made a documentary out of this. But anyway. So yeah, John is there. And they have a static camera. And obviously, lo and behold, the hands go up on the screen. John comes in to have like a little touchy-feely moment. Oh, this is amazing. It's bullshit. And then gets scared by the girl ghost face. Now, there's another edit here, by the way. As soon as John the skeptic jumps back and the ghost face pulls away from the glass screen, it's still a dark shadow behind her because the girl behind her is pulled away, but she's just standing there. And then the edit comes in right there, just as the door opens. The glass screen goes opaque just before the door opens. And I've explained a similar technique in the Russian Tim Morozov video I did a few weeks back, where you can see the reason it goes opaque first before the door opens is because they've transitioned an edit in. So basically they filmed the ghost girl behind the screen. She leaned back. They cut the video, opened the door, let her out obviously, closed the door back up, started the video back up. And they just done a smooth transition in from one piece of footage to the next piece of footage. But like I said, because it's a fixed camera, you don't see that. There's no movement in it. So it's really easy to hide an edit right there. And that's where I see the edit, is when the opaqueness, if that's a word, comes into the glass screen and the door opens. That's the edit. So again, I'll put the word cut. Cut. C-U-T, not cat. And there's numerous clips up on that documentary and in the original footage from like 12 or 13 years ago of the door opening, the girl behind the glass. There's another piece of footage, and I completely forgot about this, and I don't think this was shown in Captain Disillusion's footage, but this footage I remember seeing years ago, and I'm going to show you quickly. And it's about a girl, the father has a daughter. So they decide to play hide and seek. Now, I don't know why he's got his camera out. Maybe it's like precious memories. I don't know. Might be. But he tells her to run off. The lights go out, so he switches to night vision. Whilst playing hide and seek with his daughter. And as he's walking around the house looking for her, he's looking. Another door opens. There's no one in there. And then movie cliches of all cliches, a little bouncing ball bounces down the stairs. So he walks up to the stairs, goes into her bedroom. And unfortunately, the footage is really grainy. I remember seeing this. But he looks into the corner by the TV. Behind the cupboard, he sees an arm just sink behind the cupboard. It is creepy, I must admit. And then he discovers, no, that wasn't his daughter. She's under the bed.
Ah, I see you behind the dresser. Rihanna?
You found me!
Oh, what? get out of here. Come here.
I'm going to say that's the daughter who's behind the glass screen, by the way. But more reason to find that this is utter bollocks. Like I said earlier, is the acting. The acting isn't good. Now, John the Skeptic, he sort of does a okay job at not flubbing his lines, but the daughter here, when she gets discovered under the blankets and she does the movie, "It's behind you, Daddy." She doesn't say that, but she sort of like insinuates there's something behind you. She flubs her lines.
What?
Did Mabel tell you where I was?
What?
They probably, the father and daughter, they probably rehearsed this a few times, and maybe she got it right the first few times, but this time she flubbed her line. She was gonna say something else, then she started. What she say? I can't remember what she said now. But she didn't get her lines right. That's my point. And I'm gonna say she's the girl who's constantly behind the pantry door. Sorry, I knocked my mic then. She's the girl behind the pantry door. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this blew up back in the days of early YouTube. I remember seeing this years ago. I didn't see it back in 2007, but I probably saw it about 2012, 2013. And then I saw Captain Disillusion's debunk of his. Like I said, the first one he got wrong. The second time he sort of insinuated there was edits. He didn't show them, but I believed him, and I still believe him. But yeah, from those few clips on early YouTube days, they got a whole documentary and a movie out of it, which is fine. I'm not knocking them. They fooled a lot of people, and they got a good payday out of it. I hope they did, anyway. I mean, maybe it started out as just a bit of fun at first, and then it blew up on YouTube like things do, and then they think, oh shit, now we have to do more. But that's all there is. It's just simple edits. Just simple edits. And the girl ghost behind the pantry door glass is just his daughter, who you see later on in the clips. Rick Debunks put this up on his top 10 favorite. I can't remember. Now go watch his video. I'll link it down below. And he asked me, what do you think of number 3? And this is exactly what I think of number 3. I did these mental edits in my head a few years back, and I think I've mentioned these in the past video. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't remember. And that's it. So yeah, leave a comment down below if you think I'm full of shit. Leave a comment if you agree with me, or if you think I'm way off. But I know I'm not. And I'm hoping to come up with I'm going to try and go through your comments tomorrow, because I've had so many comments lately, which I'm trying my best to get to. The more comments I have, the harder it is to answer all of them. So that's it. That was my Pantry Ghost debunk. Like I said, Captain Disillusion. I've linked his videos down below if you want to go watch them. They're very interesting. Like I said, it involves the late great James Randi. And yeah, Rick, I hope you're satisfied with my debunk. And I will answer your comment back now. But I thought I'd get this video out first, so I can go into more detail of what I mean, because it's hard to explain what you mean when in the typing. But anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave a sub if you're new to my channel. I do these videos quite often. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.